So as you well know, we are covering the last focus this semester is the last three verses of Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, 284 through 286. Begins with nothing happens without his knowledge, and nothing happens without his decree. He is the sustainer, and he is all-seeing and all-hearing. And any other attribute that fits into lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. Now, this particular verse, and we're going to get to this, not today, but inshallah, next week, because a statement is made in this verse with regards to accountability, and we're going to discuss accountability, inshallah, next week. So all attributes that speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sovereignty are included in the simple statement of Lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. Okay. And we're going to stop here today with the tafsir, and we're going to move on now to the tajweed. As we did last semester, everybody's aware that we're working out of easy tajweed, and we will focus on the part of the verse that we do the tafsir of. So today, we are focusing on Lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. And we are identifying the rules of tajweed that part of the verse contains. And there's only one rule that is contained in that part of the verse. It actually is in the first word. So the first word of the verse is what again? Lillah. Does anyone recall what the rule is here with regards to the word lillahi?
What it's called or what the rule is?
The rule. There's a rule here. What is the rule? By simply looking at the word lillahi, there's a rule here. What is that rule?
It's the rule that is the
Tajweed rule?
wait. Can I say the rule without knowing the name of the rule?
Absolutely.
Okay. So is it
Being sarcastic.
Please.
I believe it's in the pronunciation of a law. So
Right.
so we say the la as opposed to a law because it's preceded by a kesra.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what it's called.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
The lamb is the lamb of emphasis?
No.
No. It's called
Not that.
Muraka. Lamul Jalala.
This is Lam al-Jalala, yes. So this is the royal lamb. What is the royal lamb?
Is it similar to the royal wheat?
Sort of.
It is?
It's the lamb and the word Allah. I mean, that's it. It's unlike any other lamb in the Arabic language. So this lamb is pronounced a particular way because it's in reference, it's contained in the word Allah. And that's simply it. So the rule states, and this is chapter 3, yes? So we're going to turn to, very quickly, page 43. And we have the rule which clearly states if the word Allah is preceded by a kasra or a kasra tanween. Let's pull this up very quickly. So we're going to take a quick look at this, inshallah. I think. Here we go. So what we are looking at, again, is the word lillahi. You may be asking yourself, how is the word Allah preceded by a kasra? I don't see a kasra before the word Allah. This is the word Allah here. Yes? Allah. Everyone's familiar with this, yes? So, how did we get to lillahi? Well, you have the lam with a kasra li, which is your preposition, and then you have the word Allah. And li means for or belonging to. Li means for or belonging to. When you combine the two, you cannot simply write li alone and then have the word Allah after it. That does not work. So in order to make this work, you would eliminate the alif. Then you would have 3 lambs, and you don't need 3 lambs. You only need 2. So you eliminate this lamb here. This lamb here moves over here, and you end up with lillahi. And the dhamma here becomes a kasra. Now that's some complicated stuff there. From a grammatical standpoint, those of us who are in the Arabic class, we've talked about this before, and you will continue to hear this whenever there is a preposition, the word that follows must end in a kasra. Whenever there's a preposition, the word that follows must end in a kasra. The kasra is that little line there beneath the letter ha. This little line here is a vowel. That vowel is called the kasra. Kasra produces what sound? E. So, lillahi. So your pronunciation of the lamb here, this second lamb, not the first lamb. The lamb of concern is the second lamb, not the first lamb. Is, again, la instead of law. Lillahi. The same way, when we say the basmala is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, right? When we say Bismillah, not Bismillah, we say Bismillah. And we're saying Bismillah because there's a kasra before the word Allah. There's a what before the word Allah? There's a kasra. We may need to see that. So why don't we write that up here somewhere? We'll erase this here. And we will write Bismillah. So we have the letter Ba, then we have Seen, and then we have the letter Mim, and then we have the word Allah. Alright? We say this all the time. When we say Bismillah, that's how it looks. So again, the Ba, this first letter here with the Kasra, right? Kasra is a vowel. be. This is a preposition as well. And because the word ismi, and again the word ismi is similar to lillahi, wherein we eliminated the connecting hamza, or hamzatul wasl actually is ism, which is alif sin mim. We eliminated the alif because we don't need it. So we connected the ba to the sin and the mim, and you have bismi. And this is why, because of the ba, this is why we have a kasra here beneath the mim. And this kasra here preceding the word Allah dictates that the word, the lam in the word Allah, we refer to again as a royal lam, is pronounced likely as in Bismillah instead of Bismillah. We say Alhamdulillah, we don't say Alhamdulillah. We say Alhamdulillah. And again, that's because the word Allah is preceded by a kasra. So this is the rule. It's a tajweed rule, but it's an Arabic rule in general. So in general, if the word Allah is preceded by a kasra, you're going to pronounce the lam lightly, not heavily. As in Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, Lillah, as opposed to Allah.
Did that one have a specific thing?
I'm sorry, was that?
Did that one have a specific thing?
No. What rule?
That if a word is, if a word is preceded, no, I know the royal lamb one, that if Allah is preceded by a kasra, then you're going to do the soft lamb. But what was the one that you said? Was it just
That's the same rule.
Oh.
So that rule in itself isn't just a tajweed rule. That's an Arabic rule, period. So you have rules that are exclusive to tajweed, hence the book. And then you have rules that do not apply to everyday Arabic. So when you find that the Quran is recited in a rhythmic manner, and you're holding and you're extending and all of that stuff, that's tajweed. And tajweed is exclusive to the Quran only. And you can include in the Quran the adhan. So when you hear someone calling the adhan, that person, it will also apply the rules of tajweed to the adhan. So when you hear the adhan in that rhythmic manner, when you hear the sounds being accepted, all of that's tajweed. And those are the same rules that apply to the recitation or reading of the Quran. And this is, again, one of those rules. And of course, chapter 3 contains more than what we have up here today. However, that's not our focus today. Today we're focusing on one thing, and that is the kasra preceding the word Allah, which necessitates what?
Ownership.
Pronouncing the lam like.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, as in Lillahi, Bismillahi, Alhamdulillahi, and anything else like that. All right. Any questions? Now, mind you, so our current format, whatever we cover as far as tafsir is concerned, and again, I said that our focus this semester is on the last 3 verses of Surah Al-Baqarah, starting with verse 284. And we're identifying the rules that we encounter as we encounter them. So you're not going to be bombarded with a bunch of stuff. Whereas in the past you were bombarded with a bunch of, so we were going from chapter to chapter, and that was overwhelming for a lot of you. So we're focusing on specific rules, such as the royal lamb, and next week it will be something different. Next week it will be, our focus will be on the rules of the sakin, noon, and tanween. And we cover what you need to do. Okay, and that's next week, so we're not going to go there today because that will add to our, we look like we've seen ghosts or something. Everybody okay? We're good. I know this can be overwhelming. I know it can be. And I know this, it can be intimidating, all those adjectives. But you know what? We're okay. Because fortunately, these rules are repeated in the Quran. And every time we encounter it, we'll stop and reflect. We covered this last semester. We did the same exact thing last semester. Same example last semester when we covered Ayatul Kursi. Okay? All right, so we're moving on now. So we're going to read verse 184. As we did last week, I'm going to read it first. And then I'm going to read it and you'll repeat after me. Everyone should have this handout here, which has the first two ayahs, 284 and 285. 286 is not on here because I do not anticipate that we will complete verse 286, the last verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, which I'm sure most of you are eager to get to, because that is the verse for most of you. But as I said last week, all three verses are equally important. And I'm hoping, inshallah, that we've taken advantage of these verses. And as last week we discussed some of the virtues, the importance of, incorporating this into your daily practice. Finding a way at night to read these three verses, inshallah, before you go to bed. All right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Let's try that again. I'm reciting, you're listening, then I'm reciting, and then you're repeating after me, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
لله ما في السماوات
لله ما في السماوات
لله ما في السماوات
لله ما في السماوات
وما في الأرض
وما في الأرض
وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم
ما في أنفسكم
أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. السماوات
لله ما في السماوات
وما في الأرض
وما في الأرض
وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم
ما في أنفسكم
ما في أنفسكم
ما في أنفسكم
أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. Okay. So inshallah we'll continue work on this verse at home. This is part of your homework. So inshallah you'll continue to work on reading this verse. When you do come up, the next phase of the class, of course, is the individual. And it's an opportunity for you, if you want to go over this with me, feel free to do that, in addition to whatever else you would like to work on, inshallah. Any questions before we move on? Anyone? No? All right. So last week, I believe we began with the sisters. This week we're going to begin with the brothers, inshallah. And anyone who is in an absolute beginner, if you're in the green book, Faida, you will be with, if you're a brother, you will be with Brother Qais. If you're a sister, you will be with Sister Fatima, inshallah. You still have an opportunity to come up here if you want to go over the verse 284 with me. Feel free to come on up, inshallah. So, I'm sorry, what's that?
I like to be the thing I
Wait a minute, I thought you was first.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to go. Okay.
Huh?
I thought you were going to start over here.
No, we'll start over there. So,
Yeah,
I know you're eager.
I don't want to go up there to interview. That was worth that day.
MashaAllah. Waalaikum assalam.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم
غير مغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay.
This will be
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من الذي يشفع عنده
يشفع عنده يشفع عنده
من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء
وسع كرسيه السماوات
والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
Yes. أنفسكم
لله ما في السماوات وما في